Yeah, let's see. Hey, what's going on, Kevin? What happened to your mod? Oh, I reset mods a while ago. So, don't take it personally, but some people were fucking around on the channel. So, I've just stripped mod from a lot of people. But how you doing today, Kevin? Just make sure we're good to go with all these apps. Okay, looks like we're running good. Nice. Nice. Cool. Trying to figure out where I want to put my cup at, but I guess, I don't know, it's good enough, I guess. Let's see. Happy Monday. Indeed. What's going on, Justin? Hey, Colleen. How you doing today? What's going on, Frenchie? How's it going, everybody? We're taking the DJ bike out. You may have seen in the thumbnail, that's the DJ bike. So, that's the one that we're taking out for work today. And, off we go. I'm taking the DJ out because I don't think I don't see a crazy ton of benefit to doing shopping orders with DoorDash during the week. It's mostly delivery anyway. So if I just keep my algorithm focused on that, that's what I'll do. Plus, I haven't really taken DJ out a whole lot other than running some errands. So, wanted to give him a chance to shine, if you know what I mean. And for reference, DJ, I'm talking about the folding bike that I'm on right now. That's that little bike that I made the video review on. If you guys want to check it out, it's in the video tabs of my channel. How am I doing today? Or, oh, you're asking Colleen how Colleen's doing today. I got you. Colleen says okay. Nice. Hey, okay is something, right? That is something. What the? Okay, it looks like we're good. Wow, I'm looking at Brody right now, and there's a place called Scriptsville. There's one in Titusville. There's another one in Port St. John. That's the city center. And it's $28.95 with a tip for 2 deliveries, but it's going 45 miles. I've never seen a prescription go that far. Have you guys ever seen a prescription offer go that far? 45 miles? That's crazy. If you guys have, let me know in the comment section down below. Hey, what's going on, Chip? How you doing today? We're on the DJ bike, and we're just gonna do our usual. Head over to my zone. Good things as well. Windy. Let's see. Doing good. I'll be listening, running errands. Looks like another beautiful day. Yeah, cool beans. Yeah, it is a beautiful day. It really is. I lowered the seat a little bit. Feels better. Okay. And we're good. Nice. Behind me. Beans. Oh, Jesus. Wow. We bottomed out pretty hard back there. Jeez, you heard that, right? Oof. Wasn't expecting that to bottom out like that. Oof. That's when I say bottom out, we're talking about the front fork. To a lesser extent, the mid and rear suspension. Yeah, just a big old clank. It smells like something's burning. That's no bueno. I'm definitely going to be capitalizing more on the evenings now. You know, coming out like 5, maybe staying out till like 10. Something like that. Oh no, it's not the motor. I think I can make it. Green arrow, let's go, baby. Come on. Got me. Here we are. It's not wise to cross the street or even a parking lot without looking. Good. Nice. I'm just gonna pull up over here, get some shade. Alrighty. Hey, what's going on, Half Empty? How you doing today? Oh yeah, I probably the timing, I guess. All right. Checking roadie as well, just keeping an eye on it. Yeah, there is an order up there. The CVS is about 6 miles from here, then I gotta go 4 miles. So now I'll skip that. I mean, if they bumped it up to like $20 or something, maybe. So what are you guys up to? I know Chip is running some errands right now. What about everybody else? What are you guys up to today? I didn't work a ton this weekend. Mostly just hanging out with Lucy when I was babysitting. But the landlord, she came back last night, so there's that. Let's see. I'm curious, can I charge up my phone or both at the same time? Oh, wait. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, so I'm able to use my charger for both phones. That's cool. Oh. Want to get that bell. Don't want it muted. Oh. There we go. Got the bell. Ring-a-ding-ding. Lunchtime, baby. Well, brunch time, but still. Yeah, we're right in the zone. Nothing doing, though. I guess we'll keep moving around a little bit. Half Empty said, work, work, work. I hear you. Just letting some other people know I'm live. Yeah. Well, I say let's keep moving around a little bit, I guess. Just got to remind DoorDash and these other apps that I'm out here. I mean, I could technically get an order if I was at the house just sitting around waiting. But I don't seem to do too well doing that. That's why I come out. Ring-a-ding-ding. Yeah, there you go. Okay. We're just going to move around a little bit. Get a little pedaling action in. As you guys may or may not know, this bike has a torque sensor. So you can actually get some exercise with it and still get the assistance with the electric. So, might as well do a little pedaling. All right, where are the orders at, baby? Where are they? I'm just gonna move around. We're gonna head over to McDonald's. See if we get an order. I put myself over there. I'll flip it around, give you guys a better view. A little bumpy though. Must be said. A little bumpy wumpy. Ran some errands earlier this morning. You know, did some laundry, went to the store. Got some of the usual stuff I get. So I'm good to go for a few days with that stuff. Pretty much right in front of McDonald's now. Okay. Nice. Alrighty, good to go with that. Windy. I'm not kidding when I say it's quite windy out here, you know. Yeah, it looks like that roadie was snatched up. I didn't really want it anyway. I would have had to go about 10 miles to get it dropped off. But I was curious nonetheless. Wow. They say the closest hotspot's 3.5 miles from here. Man. I mean, that doesn't really mean a whole lot. That just means an order was placed recently. That's all that hotspot stuff means. That doesn't necessarily mean that if you go over there that you'll get an order. Sometimes it's better not to go over there because there's probably like 5-10 other drivers that are heading that way. I mean, honestly, that whole hotspot stuff, all it really does is just create a bunch of busy work for drivers. It doesn't really do anything to actually help you make money. Wow, slow. There's just nothing happening. Well, I suppose just keep moving around, right? Might as well. No harm, no foul. Ring-a-ding-ding. even look to their left. Is that oh, Share Bear. Hey, how's it going, Share Bear? How you doing today? We're out on the DJ bike and just waiting to see what we can get. We're just moving around just to remind DoorDash that I am out here, you know? What is this? What are you responding to? They didn't send me an offer. What are you talking about? They're telling me they sent an offer. No, they didn't. My notifications would have went on, and they didn't. So, not sure what's going on there. But I'll keep it on the screen, I guess. Oh yeah, Share Bear 1 and 2. Nice. Appreciate the lickage of the video. Let's see if we can at least get it up to 10 for my first offer. That'd be heckin' dope. Yeah, we're just trying to move around and see what we can get today, you know. I'll definitely come back out for the dinner hours. That'll be an even better time for me to come out. Nice. I might readjust this camera, push it back a little further. Yeah, just gonna move around. Yeah, Starbucks is packed, but no Uber Eats offers from Starbucks. A lot of other places aren't that packed, I guess. You know what I'm looking out for right now, too? I'm looking out for any decent shape bicycles on curbs. I saw one the other day, but I wasn't really able to grab it. Maybe if I see it again, I'll pick it up. Really gonna lean into the whole bike refurbishing type niche. I think that'd be cool. And you figure if you're able to find a bike that's in relatively good shape on a curb, guess what? You don't have to pay for it. Saves money. And how I see that too is that as long as I'm covering the cost of parts and whatnot, I can actually afford to sell the bike at a lower price and still make a good profit off of it. Because if I have to buy a bike, then I have to consider the price, you know, the cost of investment, if you will, in that sense. I also got to make sure I have enough room to put it in the garage without taking up space. Well, too much space. It's going to take up space inherently, you know, but I want to be considerate of the garage space that she allows me to use. And she's got a ton of stuff out there, as it is. I'd say probably about 90% of all that stuff in the garage is hers anyway. Okay, maybe not 90, I'd say about 80, and then 10% of it belongs to her kids. But she started getting rid of a few boxes. In fact, they might all be gone by now, because I know she was pretty busy out there the other day. Just trying to pack up stuff, send them to her kids. Just a bunch of like childhood stuff, a bunch of memorabilia that they just haven't just made a big loop around here. I might push this seat back a tiny bit too. Just make it a little less compact, I guess. Oh, finally, what do we got? Oh, it's terrible. It's $7.92 for 7.6 miles. There's no way, man. You figure my reduced speed, it's going to take too long to get it done. I don't mind going a few miles, but I mean almost 8 miles. Like, cut me some slack, you know? I digress. Alright, come on, baby. Let me go. Yeah, still nothing from DoorDash yet. Just gotta wait to cross. Alright, it's gonna be green. Come on, Jesus Christ. It's a rat race trying to cross, even though I've got the right of way. What else is new? Yeah. Just same shit, different toilet. Anything new or exciting happening in anyone's past weeks recently? Or how about the weekend? How was the weekend for you guys? Did you have a good time? What were you guys up to? I didn't stream yesterday because I wound up taking the day off. Yeah, I think I'll readjust this bike a little bit. Almost half an hour, still nothing yet. Other than that crappy rub up. Come on, just go. Shit, man. Whatever. Yeah, no one gives a fuck about people like me out here. Look at all these drivers that don't give a shit. Unbelievable. When they stop fucking around, I'll stop complaining. Just saying. Yeah, I know one thing I need to get. I need to get a coupler so I can attach a cargo trailer to this bike. I've got one attached to the mountain bike, and I've got the other one attached to Juliet. I need to get a third. They're pretty cheap, though. Okay. Yeah, I gotta adjust this too. It's leaning up too far. Let's see. Kevin's going back to work. All right, cool beans. Have a good day at work, Kevin. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna... Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make a couple adjustments while I've got some time. Want to lean this forward more. I think that'll be better. And I'm going to put the seat back a little further, or the saddle. Same thing. I can slide it back about a ½ inch. So it's not too much, but you know, it's better than nothing. Alright, we got a shipped order. Let's see what it is. Okay, where's it going? Ooh. That's not too bad. And the order's not that big. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. Ah, it's already been claimed. Damn it. How does that happen? Oh, there's probably bots here. Maybe that's why. See, even on shift, people have bots. Yeah, that might be better. Yeah, I'm going to see if this is better. Ready? But yeah, I've got the seat back as far as it'll go. It'll make it feel less compact, you know, which I think is fine because this bike is already compact as it is. So making it slightly less so is still a good thing, I would say. Just want to make sure it feels good too, you know. Yeah, 36 minutes in, still, man. Okay, that looks better. Yeah. It's not zooming in on my face quite as much. I know I got a big head as it is. Literally not figuratively. You know. Still like to get a little, you know, still like to get some other stuff in the frame. So yeah, we're gonna keep moving around and just keep at it, really. Not much beyond that. Boring as shit. Blue Creeper. Is that you, Christy? I know there's that other Blue Creeper account. So I'm guessing that might be either the same account or it's yours in a different account. Or if I got the wrong person, let me know. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, how's your day going, Christy? It's pretty boring right now. There's nothing. Rather than a manic Monday, it's more of a mundane Monday. Just no orders, man. I know a lot of people say things like, "Oh, you can do great in some areas." It's like, in theory, and sometimes I can do quite well. But damn, it is just so slow, dude. And the income per capita in Titusville really does leave a lot to be desired. Remember to use your mirrors. There was a pedestrian behind you. There was a lady backing up, and I can tell she wasn't using her mirrors. It's going. A lot of crap to do today. A lot of crap and a lot of things to do, and not enough time to do it, right? Hashtag relatable. Sometimes I feel the opposite problem, where I feel like I've got too little to do. Although in reality, that isn't necessarily the case. But sometimes it feels like that. Like right now, for example. Like right now, I wanna work. I wouldn't come out here if I didn't want to work. But damn, there's not enough orders. You know what it is too, man? It's like they've saturated the shit out of my market with new drivers. It's like I'm seeing all kinds of people I've never seen out here before doing DoorDash. And it's like, damn. I know why these companies do it, right? They get orders done more quickly by having more drivers to do it. Plus, since we're not employees, they have no overhead costs, so that allows them to get their bottom line more quickly. Like I've said again, that it's actually a pretty brilliant business model if you look at it that way. They basically just send orders out and pocket the money from the merchant and the consumer while we pick up scraps. It's brilliant in that sense. It's ethically questionable, though. I think we can all admit that. But then again, I do actually like this line of work, and I am at least grateful that DoorDash provides me those opportunities. So, it's give and take, I guess. Yeah, there's if I'm not mistaken, I think they've said something as high as 1 out of every 10 U.S. Americans do DoorDash, or just this kind of gig work in general. That's insane. That's a lot of people, dude. Basically, you plop 10 people in a room, and at least one of you is doing DoorDash. Well, not DoorDash specifically, but you know what I mean, right? Because DoorDash is basically the gold standard of food delivery, and really just delivery in general. if they can get it delivered, they're going to do it. I know in some markets, they've been doing the whole medical marijuana delivery. And then they're rolling out Klarna. That's that one thing you can use to help pay things off. It's kind of like a loan in a sense, which I actually think is a really good idea. I know a ton of people have objection to it, but it's like, dude, you put everything on credit anyway. So what are you complaining about? If that means we can get more customers in relation to more drivers, then so be it. I don't think it's fully rolled out yet. They make money doing it, and they live okay. Yeah, pretty much. I don't even have a problem with there being a lot of drivers out. It's just having enough orders to go around for everyone. That's the real challenge sometimes. But it's not their job to do that for us, you know? It's not their job to make sure we have enough orders going around for everyone. Because that doesn't really do anything to help their bottom line. Not directly, though, you know? Their bottom line is just getting orders delivered as quickly and as cheaply as possible. So, you know, you can accomplish that by having like 30, 40, 50 people out at once, as opposed to just a handful of drivers. I'm in Titusville, Florida. I'm not from here, as you can probably tell, from Long Island, New York, but I live in Titusville, Florida. Yep, emergency vehicles out. Starting off nice and early today with that. 45 minutes in, no DoorDash orders. I've got the other apps on too, nothing doing though. And I missed out on a shipped order, which I thought was decent. But someone snatched it up right away. I barely even got a chance to look at it. That's why I think there's probably someone using bots with shipped in this area. I mean, you're not technically supposed to do that, but these gig apps, they turn a blind eye to it unless there's legality involved. Because hey, if it helps, then so be it, right? That's pretty much why. Even though they claim that it's against it's against ICA policy, they turn a blind eye to it nonetheless. Unless investigation's involved. That's why they did that crackdown with all these apps. The federal government got involved. I think you would do well there. We are around Lubbock, Texas. My cousin does it every day, pays the bills. Yeah, my biggest limitation is my market. That's my biggest limitation. Because it's not the will to work that's a limitation. Of course I'm willing to work. I always have, and you guys have seen it. You guys were, or at least a lot of you guys were there when I was on my mountain bike for almost 3 weeks straight, every single day, just trying to make sure that I get everything taken care of financially while I was waiting on my e-bike stuff. So if that sort of thing, plus the fact I'm willing to do big grocery orders on a mountain bike, if that doesn't tell you I'm not willing to work, I don't know what would. But I know I could do quite well in a more advantageous area. And my immediate thought is Orlando, because I'm about half an hour away by car. But that's the part, is the car. Ah! I think that was a big piece of mulch. Yeah, because by now there would definitely be a ton of orders going on in a more advantageous area, but nothing doing, right? Nothing doing. on the bright side, I'm getting some sunshine and getting some exercise. So it's not all bad. Plus, at least during the evenings, I at least get some work. That's why I do capitalize on the evenings. And I'm going to do so even more because it gets darker later. So that gives me a theoretical bigger window of opportunity if I stay out till like 9, 10. Sonic Hey, what's going on? May I ask, is this your job or side gig? This is my job. This is how I make a living. Alright, what do you got for me, Grubhub? Jesus. $10.39 for 10.5 miles. Jesus Christ, dude. I saw Mary deliver a $25 peanut butter jelly. 25? What? Wait, $25 for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? What the? 25? Who sells 25? Who sells a peanut butter jelly sandwich for $25? Are you? Oh my God. Wow, that's insane. Okay, so all right, so that includes the $5 tip? I mean, that's still $20 for a sandwich. Oh my God. A peanut butter jelly sandwich, of all things. I mean, don't get me wrong, like if I wanted to order a Subway sandwich without a tip, I think it would cost like almost $15, which is nuts. But a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Wow. You learn something new every day. Oh, so the sandwich was $25 and then the $5 tip was on top of that. Ooh, wow. Imagine that. You're paying $30 for the sandwich and to get the sandwich delivered. Did it at least come with like freaking chips and a soda? Or is that just the sandwich? Like literally just a sandwich. Man, that is something else. You can literally just buy a loaf of bread, a jar of jelly, and a jar of peanut butter. And you'd probably have to spend $25 on that for like several months of peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Well, actually, it might be less than that now because of tariffs and every shit. Fucking Christ. God damn it. Wow. Wish this motorist gave more of a shit about people like me. God damn. You dash back home on a mountain bike too, getting paid to exercise, can't complain. Yeah, I don't go on the mountain bike much right now, but for almost 3 weeks straight, since my main electric bike was out of commission, I still had to make money somehow. So I used the mountain bike. I still have it. I haven't rode the mountain bike too much lately. But it's always there as an option. I want to give it a formal tune-up. But yeah, it is pretty nice. Pretty much getting paid to exercise. Stoners. Yeah, sure sounds like it. I mean, at least they tipped. I'll grant that. And $5 for a $25 sandwich, that's 20%. If you want to look at it in that sense. Come on. God, nothing, dude. Nothing. Yeah. We're closing in on an hour. Not a single order yet. Yeah, I think I need to tighten the seat a little more. I think I actually got to turn it forward a little more too. I mean, I've got the seat perfect on my Juliet bike, but this bike, I'm still getting used to how compact it is. It's definitely the smallest bike I ever rode, and that's considering a mountain bike too. Even the road bike that I used to have. I used to have a road bike about 5 years ago, but someone stole it off the front porch in broad daylight. But oh well, that's history. Come on, baby. Yeah, I'm keeping the seat back, but I'm leaning it forward a bit. I've got it set up that same way on the Juliet bike. All right, hold on. We got a shipped order. I got to see this. We'll see if it's any good. Okay, it's a bunch of girls' clothing. Where's it going, though? Ah, man, it's going in Cocoa? Shit. That's like 10 miles away from here, man. God damn. Nothing doing. Okay, I think I got it set up the way I want to have it. Now I just got to make sure it's nice and tight. Yeah, it's pretty low, but it's about as far back as it'll realistically go. Okay, there we go. And then a little more on this side. Alright, there we go. That'll work. Okay, seat's nice and tight. And it's situated much better. It was leaning back too much. Like, I want to have the seat back, but I don't want it to lean back too much, you know? If that makes any sense. Come on, DoorDash. Yeah, it's almost an hour, DoorDash. Where you at? Where are the orders at? Come on, homie, I've been out here. Oh, it is charging both. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was curious if my charger was going to charge both phones. All right, there's a roadie in here. Oh, wow. 700. I don't know if you can see it, but there's about 781 pounds of merchandise. That's crazy. No wonder why they didn't send that to me. No wonder. Imagine seeing me try to haul almost 800 pounds of merch. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, nothing else in roadie. But yeah, what the hell, man? Where are the DoorDash orders at? Jeez. Oh, just gotta keep moving. But yeah, with the seat lower. Yeah, okay, it makes it easier to mount. Perfect. Now, actually sitting on it, let's see. Okay, feels pretty good. Like, I have it, it's back, but it's leaning forward. So, yeah, it's a pretty good position. I could make it more neutral, perhaps, but this is better than what I had it before. Maybe if time allows. Well, I guess it has been allowing up to this point. Where are the orders? Come here, DoorDash. Give me something. Come on, throw me a bone, man. Throw me a bone. What are they doing? Keep moving up. Okay. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything I can outright do about that front camera. I've had people say it looks quite jelly and jiggly. And I see it too. It's mainly the front camera. Like, it jiggles, but it doesn't have like a jelly look to it with the selfie cam. So, not really sure why they do that. I wonder if it's got to do with the Google lens. Those Google lenses turn on. I don't really know what that does. If you guys happen to know, just let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, we're basically just going to keep moving, and if we get an order, we get an order. If not, well, at least we get some exercise. Go through the Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Yeah, if I see that Trek bike again, I'll probably scoop it up. Run back to the house, get the car from the trailer, get my Juliet bike, and then tow it back. I would could do it now, but I don't really want to create more distance between me and a decent order. Yeah, a little over an hour. Still nothing, man. This is brutal. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna top up my water real quick. I only brought one bottle with me, but the Target over here, they've got one of those water filters that you can fill up your water with, and I'm basically always here, so they're not gonna give a shit. They never do. Wonder if I should put shopping orders back on. I don't really want to, though. I just don't have the right equipment to get bigger orders with. I mean, if it's a small order, I can deal with it. Might not be the worst idea. Okay. Alright, put shopping orders back on. But yeah, just gonna refill this real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, cool. We got some more people in the chat. Nice. Or have you guys been here the whole time? Shit, man. This chat doesn't freaking. I don't know what's going on, man. But half the time I got to reset the messages for them to show. It's stupid. But anyway, looks like Rosebud, Latoya, and Red stopped by, and Wesley. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? Oh, okay, so Sonnen was asking another question too. How come no helmet? It's generally preference. I never ride that reckless or anything to need a helmet, but hey, if you want to help me pay for a helmet, links in the description box down below. Hope your pockets are full today, Mike. Got to get ready to adult. All right, take care, Christy. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing, Wesley? Good to see you, buddy. Same thing with Latoya, Rosebud, Red. How's everybody doing? Good to see us. But yeah, uneventful is a good way to describe today so far. In fact, if nothing happens soon, I'll probably just say fuck it. I'll just go home. Try again. make sure we're good with that. But damn, dude, nothing. Hour and 7 minutes, nothing. It's boring, dude. It's boring as shit. I could literally do anything else right now. I'm about ready to. I'm about ready to just go home and do something else. Not that I do a whole lot anyway, but it's better than just hopelessly riding around. Yeah, I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna just start making my way home. I mean, I'm not far away or anything, but damn, dude. Oh, wait a minute. We might have an order. Oh, come on. It's at the CVS. It's 6 miles from here. What the fuck? Where's the... What about the CVS by me, man? What about that? That would make a lot more sense. I'm literally right here. Nothing doing. Damn. Alright, up. Okay. Ah, man. It's boring as fuck out here, man. That's why I'm thinking about just going back home. I'll definitely be back out later for sure, but this is just brutal, man. Manic Monday, my ass. It's more like a mundane Monday. In fact, I'll probably retitle the live stream. Instead of just another Manic Monday, retitle it as like just another mundane Monday. But yeah, this is insane. Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey! Come on, Grandma! You can't just do that! What the fuck? Shit. Damn, wish you guys saw that. Oh, here she comes again. You cut me off back there, you bitch! Fucking hell. I hope you're looking to your left. I hope you can see anything at all. You fucking oblivious retard. God damn, dude. Well, anyway, that aside. Yeah, my God, man. Not a single order this morning. What the hell? I even have shopping orders back on. I was going to leave them off because I just don't see a real use during the week. Shit, man. What's going on? Grab this guy. Yeah, screw this, man. I'm going back home. I can literally do something else. Rung that bell because there was a cyclist that I'm familiar with. He owns a Tesla and he's got an electric bike. The brand electric. It's electric without the E in the front. He's pretty cool. Ring a ding ding. But yeah, I'm going back home. Screw this shit. There's nothing happening, man. There's nothing. Not a single damn thing. The one order I could have gotten, someone scooped it up using their bot. And I know it was a bot. An order doesn't just disappear like that. But it's okay. It is what it is. And yeah, in case you're curious, I am still locked out of Earn by Time. It's going to take a while to get it back, but, you know, no biggie. No biggie. We'll get there. I'm not going to go back home just yet, though. I do want to check something. I want to go back to that area where I saw the Trek bike. That's a good brand, man. Trek. They made some really good mountain bikes for like the 90s, early 2000s. And what I did see, it looked like it was in pretty good shape. I'd like to check it out. If it's any good, I might run back to the house, take Juliet, put a cargo trailer on her, and then bring the bike back. I wouldn't immediately work on it because I'd have to figure out the exact parts and components that I would like to put on it. And then maybe I could turn that into a live stream. Well, no, I would turn it in. Well, either that or a video. I'm not sure. Because I still want to keep making videos. I just haven't really put a ton of thought into it lately. But I do like making pre-recorded content. Plus, you figure that lavalier microphone sounds pretty decent now that I figured out exactly how to make it work. And the GoPro looks really nice. Plus, hashtag editing skills. But yeah, I'm curious to see if that bike is still there. It might not be because there was trash pickup the other day, but they don't really pick stuff up anymore unless it's in a can. Everything else, you gotta contact waste management. And yes, they are different. You've got the basic trash pickup on the weekly, semi-weekly basis. And then you've got the waste management, which just picks up anything that doesn't fit into a can. But really only whenever they feel like it. Never when you need it. But I digress on that one. And yeah, I didn't ride through that off-road path with this bike. It just doesn't have the right wheel size and it doesn't have the right treads. If I put off-road treads on this bike, it'd be able to do that a lot better. But I would also get less traction on pavement. So that's why I choose this instead. But I digress. But yeah, I'm curious if that bike is still there. If it is, I'm going to take a look at it and see if it's salvageable. From a distance, it looked like it was in decent shape. It would probably need a new, it might need a new sprocket. Definitely needs a new chain, from what I saw. But the actual frame looked like it was in pretty good shape. So I'd be curious to see. But yeah, I'd be curious to see if I want to, like, if I were to, you know, refurbish bikes, if I would want to make that into a live stream or a video series. I don't know. Now, I would refurbish the bikes in hopes of trying to sell them and make some money, of course. That's something I'm working towards. That's also a big reason why I've, you know, been learning more and more skills when it comes to all things bikes, you know. That's a big part of it. Now, it also just helps to have those kind of skills for your own bikes as well. That's how I'm able to keep them running. Even when I run into problems, I'm still able to make it work. But as far as bikes, I would probably only work on regular bikes, not electric. Electric bikes are kind of a pain in the ass to work on. Plus, I don't really have welding experience, and you would need that when it comes to the wiring components. And that's just not something I'm just not quite at that stage of life, I guess. I'm not quite at that stage of life where I want to tackle big, cumbersome projects like that. Smaller bikes are a lot easier. Yeah, it looks like the bike is gone. It was over here. It was right in this pile up ahead. Yeah, it's not there anymore. Okay. I was just curious. I wanted to see if it was. But I'll definitely keep my eye on that stuff. So you never know. Alright, just make sure the chat is good. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a U-turn and head back to the house, I think. Because just nothing's going on with these apps, man. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna head back. I'll come back out later on tonight. It's gonna be a better time for work. I still want to give it a shot for the brunch and lunch hours, but man, nothing there. I mean, when you spend over an hour not getting an order from any app that you have, or the orders that you do get are straight up terrible, that's usually a sign to just go back home or do something else. But I want to get back to my friend in Tennessee. Maybe I'll see if she's available. Maybe I'll see if she's available now. She wants to keep me up to date about some stuff going on in her life, you know. definitely would be really cool to get the different markets someday. I'll have to figure something out with that. I know one market I could go to is Vieira. It's about as far as Orlando. But it's a pretty good area for work, for gig work. I'm also more familiar with it because I actually used to work that way back in early to mid 2021. That was the first year when I started doing gig work full time. I started gig work back in July 2020. The first app I ever did was Shift. But the first year when I really took gig work to the next level, I guess, was around February 2021. Because at the time, what I would do is I would go out for DoorDash and Shift whenever I wasn't working at the gym. Because I used to work the front desk at a gym I used to go to. They basically had me sell gym memberships and clean toilets. That's pretty much what I did at that place. I was working my way to become a trainer there because, I had the certification. I had everything I needed to become one. They, quote unquote, didn't have the hours for it. But then they wound up hiring a trainer because she was a woman. But don't get me wrong, I don't care who's a trainer really, but it felt like a low kick to me because I already had that spot in reservation, I already had a reserved spot and they just hired someone else instead. So that left a sour taste in my mouth, and then what are you saying? Yeah, we're good. Someone behind me saying something. I don't know what they're saying. It's fucking weird. Alright, what are they saying? Damn, it's Monday, Mike.
You didn't have to rush, sir. We wasn't rushing you.
No, it's okay, you're good. Oh, that was nice of them. But better safe than sorry, as Corey the Canadian man would say. I'll catch up with your comment in the second off. But good to see you, buddy. Alright, hopefully the reception's not too shitty over here. Okay. Yeah, it looks okay on my end, so. Let's see. Damn, it's Monday. Mike, I don't like lower chest focus exercises, but mid exercise targets mid and lower well. Could do high to low fly again in the future when I heal from the twist. So pretty much if you do this kind of stuff, it hurts your wrists. That's what you mean by that, right? I think I would love Swiss bar for overhead pressing too, but for the future. Yeah, I think you would, man. Cyclist. I think you would. I liked it. I thought the Swiss bar was pretty cool. My favorite was the Smith machine, but it doesn't bother me to fully pronate the hands. You got your shoulder in a weird position on Saturday when I did high to low fly kneeling. Irritated it again. The high to low regarding stretches the shoulder. Well, I mean, yeah, it's supposed to stretch the shoulder, but yeah. What was the position like? Was it like internal torque? Because if you had your wrists turned inward and then tried to grab them, I can definitely see that. Semi-neutral feels better. Yeah, I would imagine. But yeah, like, did you have your shoulder rotated inward? Your wrist rotated inward? Because that would make sense why it would irritate, because that's a very mechanically disadvantageous position. I'm not saying it's inherently bad to go in that position, but I know for a lot of people, it could definitely bother their shoulder. Don't remember? Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Because if you kept it outward, you shouldn't experience that. Hey, what's going on, Roger? How you doing? Today was a bust. A little. We were over an hour in the stream, not a single order, so I decided to come back home. I did want to check that area, which I did real quick to see if there was anything. There was a Trek bike that I saw on the curb, so I went to check that and see if it was still there. I was just curious, but because I didn't really get a chance to look at it the other day. But it's not there anymore. And I was curious about it because, shit, why does it keep doing this? There we go. There we go. I was curious about it because I do want to work on refurbishing bikes as a side hustle this year. I think it did it like you commented on before last year. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. What's going on, David? How you doing? I'm not working the afternoon. I'm going to work the evening. I was going to come out for the evening anyway, but I wanted to give the benefit of the doubt to the lunch hours, the brunch and lunch hours, but yeah, nothing doing. So I'm just going to go back home, work on something else instead. You have said lower chest type stuff can sometimes put the shoulders in weirder positions. It depends on the exercise, and I didn't necessarily specifically say lower chest. I said anything that creates internal torque on the shoulder tendon, which can sometimes be that. Yeah, I'm going to start making my way back to the house. I mean, I can take that path, but I'm going to ride around a little bit more. So, you know, it is a nice day out. Nonetheless. I tried to put in high to low, fly. Yeah, why did you put high to low? Look, because if you want upper chest, it's low to high. And if you want just mid, then just place it right around the central podium chest. Or you can put it a little lower. I twisted my right side doing flat dumbbell bench. Did you tell me about that? I don't remember you telling me about that. You gotta let me know about that stuff too, Wolf. Because I know you got your shoulder problems. You need to be careful with the way that you put torque on it. There's not anything inherently wrong with putting torque on the shoulder. Some positions are not going to be ideal for some people. Let's see. It's Tidal Pro. What's going on, Tidal Pro? Sky looks gorgeous. Yeah, it is a nice day out. It's just a shame that there's no orders though, so that's why we're heading back home. We were out here for well over an hour and nothing, so it's not worth staying out for. But yeah, anytime that you've told me about shoulder pain, it's usually because you're turning your wrist inward. So be very careful not to do that. Like a half neutral grip is fine, but if you're gonna create direct internal torque like that, that's not ideal for you at all. It was snowing a few minutes ago. I see. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're the only state right now that's getting summer weather. It's going to be up to 92 today, which is insane. It's not even May. It's already getting up to the 90s in Florida. The way you slept can certainly have something to do with it. Are you stretching your shoulders off? Because you got to do that too, man. You gotta do that too. Hey, what's going on, Corey? Yeah, it is freaking hot. Well, I mean, it's not freaking hot yet, but it's going to. It's going to be. And stress, tensing up, yeah, that's certainly the other elephant in the room for you all. And I know you're not getting enough sleep either. That's not helping your cause. That is definitely not helping your cause. It was 20 Celsius yesterday, 68 Fahrenheit. That's pretty nice. I mean, I think you guys get dry weather. Yeah, you guys definitely get dry air, so it might feel cooler. You stretch the pec against the wall. Yeah, you gotta do more than that, man. Stretching the pec is not stretching the shoulder in its entirety. Because you gotta remember too, surrounding musculature is what supports a main area that you're targeting. So, given the fact that your flies and pressing, you get a lot of front delt involvement, you got to stretch that area more directly, and you got to fire up your rear delts too. Your rear delt and the lateral head of the shoulder are supporting the front delt. So when you get those areas warmed up and you stretch them, that's going to help. That's going to help untighten your front delts. It sounds like you got a lot of tightness in that area. And always remember, it's not just muscles either, right? Muscles are attached to joints and tendons. That's fine, but your actual shoulders need to get stretched. And you gotta start doing some dynamic warming up of your shoulders. Because keep in mind, man, you know, that's the most mobile joint on the human body, but it's at the cost of being the most fragile as well. I know in lifting, the shoulder is actually the most commonly injured area. Beating out the hip joint by upwards of 20%, beating out the lower back by upwards of 30%, depending on the demographic, especially in powerlifting, and the knee. But yeah, your actual shoulders need to get warmed up, and they need to be stretched. So that's part of the problem too. It's a delicate area, in other words. I don't really have any specifically, but I would. But now that it's not now. I've been saying this all along, but you got to be proactive and figure out what to look for. No, Squad University is pretty good about shoulder stuff. He's very good about hip and knee stuff. So I would definitely look into him. He might even recommend that you do some rotator cuff stuff. Extremely knowledgeable, many subjects. Well, that's pretty high praise, but it helps to have pretty solid knowledge of a good amount of stuff. Sort of a jack of all trades, master of one or two things, if you will. I used to do coaching for not as a living, but I did it as a side hustle for a couple of years. I bet you have. No, I actually don't have a doctorate, funnily enough. But I did actually get I did get an actual certification as a personal trainer back in 2019. So I did that for about 3 years. I just kind of lost my interest in it a couple of years ago. Like the interest of actually coaching people, it simply just didn't pay enough to justify everything put into it. And I was being extremely reasonable with my pricing, probably to a fault, but if you charge too much, no one wants to work with you. You'll ask the physiotherapist, but I'm so low in money after my mother doubled the rent. Oh, that sucks, man. Girlfriend can't move in yet. If not, I would go with the physiotherapist. Getting help there sucks, need money. Well, if you can't get your physiotherapist help yet, then just type it in, man. Just type it in. Just, type in shoulder mobility, shoulder warm up, shoulder stretch. See what you can find. There's a bunch of stuff out there. It's a DIY world after all, Yeah, I want to go back to the house. I don't, but I do. This is no use of me staying out here. And Herbivore does lots of that stuff now that he's older. Yeah. I mean, don't wait till you get older, though. Because the sooner you start that stuff now, the better off you're going to be around his age. I know that's a big reason why I'm always on top of getting some formal biking on a regular basis. Means I'm going to be better off when I get older. He has some tips for a channel, but I don't remember what. Just ask him on Friday when he's live. Just lots of mobility stuff. Hey, there you go. Sounds like he'd be a good resource for you. But yeah, go to Squat University. He's another good guy too. That's the channel name. Do I like him? Yeah, he seems fine. I don't really watch him, but he's fine. bike around a little more. Why do you ask me questions like that, Ulf? That's such a weird way to word that. I'm also surveying the area a little bit. I'm gonna start looking out more for for any decent shape bikes that are thrown on the curb. I can't pick it up right now, but if it is there, and if it is in good enough shape, then maybe. It's a habit. I've grown up like that. We were crazy in high school. I see. Never mind. I was about to say, there's bikes up ahead, but there's a scooter, the kids' bikes. I wouldn't really work on kids' bikes, I don't think. I mean, I could, I guess, but I'd probably have a harder time selling a kid's bike. So I would just stick to your standard affair for tournaments. But yeah, that wasn't a Trek. Trek is a pretty highly renowned mountain bike brand from the 90s. So if I happen to see any more of them and it's in good shape, then I'll scoop it up. But I missed out on it that one time because I was in the middle of delivery, and the next day was garbage day, so it probably got thrown away. Or maybe it was picked up by someone else, I don't know. Yeah, I was actually talking about it before you came today. Before you came over today. And yeah, I've mentioned it before. But I'm a lot more serious about it now ever since the tune-up for the Juliet bike. Because I was actually really impressed how well I did on that rear wheel. It's still holding up amazingly too. It has no wobble. And it's actually in better shape than when I first bought the bike. Go figure. I was very impressed, and that just sort of hit the hammer on. That sort of hit the nail in the coffin, so to speak. Was seeing that before my eyes and be like, "Wow, okay, I really can do this." And it's not like I haven't had people say that I could do it. It's not like I haven't had people say that. I know my mom's been telling me for a while, "Hey, Mike, you know, I can really see you in this particular niche, right? Go for it." And I've had some other people telling me the same. It just took a while to, I guess, have that confidence in myself and to actually believe it. Yeah, you're not wrong with that. But Doesn't mean I'm going to answer it. Unless it was reworded. Maybe. Can earn some extra cash. Yeah, certainly. Because if it's in good enough shape and I find it on a curb, I don't have to pay for it. So that would immediately lower the cost of investment. And I was explaining too that depending on how much it would cost time-wise and for the parts to refurbish the bike, I could actually afford to sell it at a lower price and still make a decent amount of money from it. If I offer shipping, I'm going to have to charge more, but that's just to make up for the time and effort with that, which is understandable. That's pretty standard fare with bike shops, where they don't necessarily want people to buy their bike via shipping, but they still offer the option, just covering for the shipping. You can do many things very well, so many channels you can do very well. But what matters is that you want to do most and what's in your heart. And I need to stay focused, right? If I try doing a bunch of channels right now, it just wouldn't work. None of it would pay off. I have to nail this channel before I even consider more. And I'm well underway for that, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely well underway. But that's the thing too, is that, the more this channel grows, the more I have to keep up with it as well. I could probably work the system out someday or figure other things out. Like, don't get me wrong, I do like to stream, but I don't want to always stream all the time either. It's me streaming as often as I am is mainly to get to my goal as quickly as possible. I would still definitely stream on a regular basis, but 2 to 3 streams every single day I likely wouldn't do once I get there, because I want to branch out and do new things. I actually like making videos. They just take a lot of time and effort to make, and the reward isn't always there, but I can still continue different niches, not niches, but things that fit within the niche, but are perhaps more experimental, or things I haven't really done before or done much of, and see how well I can do with that stuff. Because Mike the Bike Dasher, I chose that name very carefully, because dashing can literally mean anything. And as long as me and bikes are involved, then it's fair game, right? I know the majority of the stuff you guys have seen is like me doing DoorDash on my bikes, but Dash isn't just DoorDash. Glute raises are a good, any shoulder exercise could be a good warm-up. It's not just specifically glute raises. Anything that has a relatively large range of motion, a decent enough resistance curve, or depending on the positioning it puts your shoulders in, can be ideal for working. I mean, I like glute raises. They're pretty cool. If you're going to do them, though, supinate. Supinate your grip. My weirdness and humor was on high gear on your old channel. Yeah, no kidding. Kept it down very much here. I don't want to scare anyone. But I appreciate that, Ulf. I didn't set enough boundaries on my previous channel, so that unfortunately led to a lot of people trying to infiltrate it, make it into something it's not, and then they get mad at me and leave. I didn't set enough boundaries on my other channel, so I've been definitely gotten better with this channel. Not perfect, because the other day Stiffy was continuing to go on about pythons, and some people in the chat were just getting kind of fed up with it. It's like, oh, it's always pythons and shit. or, you know, if it gets a little inappropriate, and how that can scare people off too. And I get it, you know, I get it. I'm not exactly keen on it either. That isn't really my forte, humor. It's not being a people pleaser or anything. It's just, hey, you know, I'm on good terms with a lot of people and made a lot of friends, and I don't want to weird them out or have them feel uncomfortable being here because of just easily avoidable shit. Pretty much. And that's the thing about me too, is that, you know, even if I'm not the one doing the stuff, I still own up to it because it's my channel. Like, I don't mind Stiffy being here or anything like that. I think he's an interesting person in his own right. But, you know, there's more to life than pythons and sexual references too. Just saying. Before, it was most of the same people who liked craziness. You got more people here now in all ages. Yeah, my believe it or not, my most dominant age group on this channel is 35 to 44. They say, when I was looking at my metrics, I think it was like 46% or something like that. My audience is right around there. Pretty good amount of people were also in the 25 to 34 and 45 to 54. So it's basically from like mid-20s to mid-50s makes up the vast majority of my audience. No minors, thankfully. I don't really want that here either. That's yeah. No comment any further about that one. But you get what I mean. But yeah, we're not quite home yet, but we are in the neighborhood. I'm just sort of looking around out of curiosity, but also just getting a little more lighting in and enjoying the fresh air. But yeah, it's like I like this channel having a more general appeal because it pretty much welcomes more people. And I don't mind particular subjects being discussed here either, as long as it doesn't devolve into a shouting match or like a dick measuring contest. And unfortunately, there are some communities where that does happen, you know, and I always keep that in the back of my mind. Like, I know politics can definitely get like, sure. Not saying it isn't important to have honest conversation about that stuff, but it can definitely be very tricky. And not even just politics either. Some like ethical debate type stuff as well can also be very mishandled. And sometimes me having basic ground rules isn't enough. So, I don't know. And that's not really why people come here anyway. So even though I don't mind it happening, I also just don't want it to, you know, get easily derailed, which, let's be honest, definitely happens. Blessed Mama, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. I was attempting to get some DoorDash done, but over an hour in the stream and there wasn't a single order, so I decided to just take a casual bike ride and chit-chat a little bit while I'm still here. Some stuff way too weird, so have it more natural-ish will reach more people. Yeah, exactly, that too. Like if someone wants to go on and on about pythons, you know, there's a time and place for that. And some people are more into innuendos, I guess, than others, and I wouldn't exactly say I'm in that camp with either. Let's see, we got Sarab. Hey, what's going on, Sarab? How you doing today? Blessed Mama says, nice. Yeah. I mean, nice in a way. Nice in a way. After a little readjustment. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Cole? How you doing today, buddy? Weather's good in the UK. Nice. Yeah, it's supposed to get up to 92 over by me. That's heckin' hot. But it's also been quite windy for a little while now. So that sort of helps counteract the 92 degree weather, I guess. What's this? Titusville 4 mile. Oh. Yeah, it's at the other CVS. It's stupid. See, if it was over by me, I'd probably take it. But it's not. I still get sent off for some roadie, even though I'm not really working. Alright, Ulf's gonna go get some din-din. Alright, take care, buddy. Enjoy your din-din. Thanks for hanging out for a little while. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head back. I'll come back out during the during the dinner hours. So I'll come out during the dinner hours. Got a few minutes, just tuning in for a bit. Yeah, that's cool, man. I still got a couple minutes to get back to the house. But yeah, I'm just gonna stay home, work on something else till the dinner hours. I'll be back out around that time. That's just a better time for me to work. I mean, I was planning to come out around that time anyway, but I wanted to give this time of day a fair shake as well. Nothing doing. So I digress. Windy. Let's see, Rob says, take care. Thanks for stopping by. People stop by, that's heckin' dope. Yeah, I don't see anything too interesting like Cob Squad yet. But I'll keep an eye on it. Okay, well, we're not exactly back home, but I'm going to wrap up right about now. So, appreciate everyone that stopped by for a little bit. All those good things and stuff. I'll be back out around, I'd like to say 5:30 Eastern. That's about 5.5 hours from now. So, we'll see when exactly I want to come out, but either way, it'll be several hours from now, so... stay tuned. I'll have it set up so you guys can ring that Taco Bell so you get notified when the live stream begins. All those good things and stuff. But anyway, love you guys. Appreciate your continued support of my channel. I'll catch you on the flip side. Take care.